Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you that all-important comic book review so you the fans can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about a new book from Brian K. Vaughan. He just came out with We Stand on Guard, and now he's doing Saga, and now he's doing this book, and this one is called Paper Girls, issue number 1. Now, this book had a lot of buzz before it was even released. It looked like a quite interesting story, and let me just tell you, after reading this book, it is a very interesting story. The price of this book is only $2.99, and you get a pretty decent sized issue here, a lot of pages to read, but it never felt overwhelming while reading it. The artwork in here is done by Cliff Chiang, and it's very interesting artwork. The colors are very, it kind of fits that spaciness type of feel, like very mysterious and a little bit of dark. Very weird here. This is a dream sequence, as you see in this opening pages. We get to see our cast of characters in here. That's a 2-page spread in there of one of the main characters. I think her name was Erin. And this book is very 80s inspired. It all has to do with 80s culture. Just by the clothes they wear, the shows that you watch on TV, how these girls are delivering papers where you just don't see that anymore, and some of the situations that they go through, and just some of the things they relate back to is just absolutely awesome. Check out this weird and strange contraption that they find as well. The book does a good job at showing you the cast of characters at the end of the issue, so you can kind of remember their names because they get thrown into a little bit of action, and it's very easy to forget these characters, but you can remember. Here we get Erin. She's kind of the one that joins the group. She's the newest member of the Paper Girl group. And here we get KJ, who has like a hockey stick with her. And then you have Mac, who's also known as Mackenzie. She's the tough girl of the group. She smokes. We can see that she's wearing a Walkman on her as well, so that's very 80s inspired. And then you wind up getting Tiffany, who's kind of like the little bit of the fraidy cat and maybe gets pushed over a little bit in this issue as well. So what was this story truly about? Why is it getting all this buzz? Why are people loving it so much? I think if you grew up in the 80s, I think you can relate to a lot of things that they were going through back in the times. There was no computers. There was no social media. You know, there was just certain things that were quite different back then. You know, kids can go out in the street and ride their bicycles and do a paper route back then. Now it's unheard of. You would never hear of it. But the book opens up very strangely as Erin has this dream, and it relates back to one of the teacher that was in the Challenger disaster, which was quite weird. And then what happens is the issue gets started as she has to go into her paper route. And then Erin winds up meeting her new friends that deliver the paper, and you know, at night there's bullies out there, and that's what goes on. They come across some of the dangers that are out there, whether it's, you know, middle school kids or people pushing them around, the cops, whatever it is, they run into that little bit of danger. You meet Mackenzie, who is the main character in this book, or the main bad guy. They're driving their BMX bicycles, and they just come across these dangers. And one of these dangers was this mystery men in these black costumes. And what happens is one of these creatures or men or whatever they are, they wind up taking one of these walkie-talkies that they use for communication back and forth to each other. And I think it was Tiffany was all upset. And so what happens is the girls go out onto this mission to find these guys, which they think are boys, and try to get their equipment back. So they find this this open window. They think that it's, you know, the place where these people went to, and they find this mystery device. And it's so funny when they're talking about War of the Worlds and all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden this big mysterious light goes out, and it kind of goes through their, you know, their entire body, and it looks like they're in some other form or version of Earth, because when you look up at the constellations, things are quite different. But they don't realize that yet because they come across these alien-like creatures, and they wind up fighting against these creatures to get the walkie-talkie back. There was this strange noise that drove the creatures away. They look like this, some freaky looking things. And then what happens is the strangest thing at the end of this is they thought they found a compact at the end of the issue, and they wind up finding this, which was an Apple device. And I thought that was quite weird. So somehow now it looks like maybe they're into the future, or the people that they battled against were from the future. I don't know. So it just left me with this weird cliffhanger. But this was a good read, and it really has me intrigued to see where these girls are going to go, who they're going to encounter, what world are they on right now. And I loved all the 80s stuff on here. So this is a book that you truly must read to truly appreciate it. And I think you would quite enjoy it. And if you know Brian K. Vaughan's history of writing, I think this is definitely worth the pickup, especially for only $2.99. So guys, give this one a try. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It has me really intrigued, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Until that next comic book review, guys, you can check out my own individual channels for all my other reviews, Comic Book Corner 2.0. So again, guys, as always, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye.